What's going on, guys? This week we're heading up to Virginia with Chapel Creek Outfitters to do a little hunting during the rut in mid-November. I had hunted this property for basically most of the week I was there, and one stand in particular I could see the entire field, so I kind of used it as an observation setup so I could see what was going on. And there was a couple things that were consistent, and that was there was good bucks up on their feet during daytime moving, and the second was that there was an area where the farmer had cut corn earlier in the week before I got there, and every evening there would be a dozen does that would just pile into this corner. So with it being the rut, I figured head over to where the does are at, and if the big boys were up on their feet, that's where they were going to go to find the does that were hot. And if not, those were in season and I had tags to burn. Check it out.
What's going on, guys? It's November 16th. I'm out with Chapel Creek Outfitters here in Virginia. Full disclosure, it's my little brother's outfitter, so I got a pretty good deal on it. But nonetheless, he has got some pretty awesome property. And it's been on full display here the last week we've been up here. We're on one of the farms that we've hunted, I think, on 3 different days. I got a stand that I hung and set up 400 or 500 yards away across this giant soybean field. And every night we've seen a really nice 6-pointer that he's got on the no-shoot list, but it's a really nice 3-year-old, 18 inches wide, just really, really good looking buck. He actually cruised by me this morning. It was like the 4th time we've seen him in daylight. I think he knows he's on the no-shoot list because he is absolutely reckless. Daytime, all the time. Anyway, I moved from the setup we've been at because every evening I've sat over there. This little cut cornfield right here fills up with 10 to 15 deer, like clockwork. So I got tired of watching it from 400 or 500 yards away and decided to move a stand within bow range. Fresh cut cornfield, standing soybeans, bedding, feeding. I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? So we'll see what happens. Sit back, relax, watch this hunt unfold, and let's see if we can't get the gear bloody, fill the freezer, should string double broadhead, all those good old cliches we like to use. Check it out.
So I was watching these 2 does feed towards me. I happened to hear footsteps off to my right, and when I look down, I see a deer pop out and start heading towards one of the cameras that I have set out in the field. Now, this camera happens to have a scent wick that is soaked in Rat Getter Scent's hot to trot synthetic doe estrus. And, I set that up in hopes that I'd catch one of the big boys out cruising and it would pull him in to 30 yards and give me a nice shot. However, I pulled in one of the baby boys as his button buck came and checked things out. So as the afternoon wears on, this doe finally works her way into bow range, and I know what you're thinking. It's the rut. Why am I worried about a doe working into bow range? Well, I'm going to tell you why. There was a couple days left of doe season. I had doe tags, and I had a cooler I wanted to fill.
I watched that doe get up earlier, 250 yards away, get up, watch the combine work, and bed back down. She came from about 300 yards away, finally worked into 20 yards straight underneath me. Love it. I love smoking a doe. I get just as amped as anything. I don't know what it is about me and quartering 2 shots, but as long as I got a steady form on my bow, I will not shy away from them. She piled up in the field 40 yards from where I shot her. I mean, she was going down the second she turned away. Oh man, I love it. I love deer season. I love bow hunting. Doe down in Virginia. Can't beat it, baby. I love it.
All right, we got her drug out. It's nuts. I mean, every other deer that popped out of that soybean field there cut straight across. We had a little half-rack spike come running a doe all over the place. Just a fun afternoon in the woods. And I know a lot of people were, oh, you shouldn't shoot does during the rut. I'm out here to have fun, and I'm out here to fill the freezer. I enjoy a good rack as much as anybody, but I am a firm believer in beauty is on the inside. And what's on the inside of this doe is delicious tenderloins. So I couldn't be any more pumped to fill my doe tag on this deer right here. I know. Why am I shooting does in the middle of the rut? Well, the strategy that I went into this hunt with was simple. I knew that if my best chance to get a buck out in front of me was to be where the bucks wanted to be, and that was this cut cornfield where all these does were filling in. So I went into the hunt with the mindset of, best case scenario, one of these bucks comes out, works within range chasing a doe, and I get to punch my second buck tag. Worst case scenario, no bucks show up, the does do, and one works into bow range and I fill the freezer. Win, win. So y'all should know me well enough by now to know that I love shooting does just as much as I love shooting bucks. And whenever I go into hunting season or on a hunting trip, I go into it with the same mentality, and that's, I'm going to have a good time, I'm going to fill the freezer when I have the opportunity to, and I'm going to enjoy every second of hunting season because we all know it flies by way too fast. A big thank you to Chapel Creek Outfitters for having us out and letting me hunt the property. I had an absolute blast, saw a bunch of good deer, a couple really nice bucks. I kind of flirted with that shoot, don't shoot line that will be absolute studs next year. All right, guys, I want to give a shout out to Shooters Archery this week. Jeff is a close friend of mine who's working on my bow for about 5 years now and just does incredible work. If you are in the Central Virginia area, his shop is right off the Ladysmith exit off 95. I highly recommend you go and check it out. It is an archer's paradise. He's got an indoor range that's 20 yards, an outdoor range you can stretch it on out in a full 3D course where you can go out there and kill as much foam as you want to kill. Jeff is a great tech, does awesome work. So if you're in the market for a new bow or custom strings or whatever, head over to his Facebook page or his website and check him out. All right, guys, well, until next time, I appreciate y'all tuning in as always. Make sure to thumbs up the video, share it, subscribe if you're not already. And when you do subscribe, click the little bell notification so you get notifications pushed to you whenever we put out new content. Until next time, pin 'em and stick 'em.